Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, this is part 2 on how to start a YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out part 1, make sure you check that video out right now before you watch this video. I will clip it above and I also will leave it down in the description box so you guys can watch that video before you check this one out. These are the steps on how to start a YouTube channel, the first steps you need to take before you even do anything. So you might want to check that video out first. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about things you need to make sure you're doing while you're on camera, while you're filming your video. So yeah, I'm just going to be giving like 5 tips, or probably a little bit more than 5 tips on what you should be doing while you're filming the video, like what I'm doing right now while I'm sitting in front of the camera. If you are new to my channel, my name is Keyerakaye. For those returning back to my channel, thanks for coming back to watch my videos. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any uploads from me. And let's go ahead and get into this video because I don't want to hold y'all too much. I just want to give y'all this tea. And the first thing I'm going to say is your audio. First of all, you want to make sure you don't have any background noise in your video. So try to film at a time when you know your house is going to be quiet. Most likely I film at nighttime. Like right now it's 11:14. I try to film at night because I do have a 2-year-old, which most of us do have kids. Not everyone's going to have a kid, but most of us have either people living with us. If you have a house to yourself, girl, God bless you, because listen, you can film any time of the day, you know what I mean? You want to make sure your background noise is at none really, because pretty much if you have a phone, it's going to pick up the audio. Just make sure your background noise is just limited. Like, you don't want to have too much background noise. You don't want to keep saying, excuse me, people walking in and out. You just want to make sure you have a quiet filming set. So that is one of the tips on for tip 1. Another thing to go along with that is you want to make sure your audio is clear. Make sure that your audience can hear you. You don't know how many times I have messed up on a video and like after I film, my audio sounds so trash. The next tip or step is going to be your lighting. While you're filming, you want to make sure your lighting is good. I did say this in part 1. One of my umbrella lights is gone out, so I do have like a shadow on this side of my face, but typically I will have both my lights here. I am going to do a YouTube setup tour coming up soon, you guys. I promise I'm going to do that video. I've been pushing that video off for months. I promise every time I film it, I just don't like it, and I just try to refilm it and then don't like it. So I am going to get that video out to you guys soon. I just want that video to be perfect so y'all can take away as much knowledge as y'all can from my filming setup. I've also been experimenting on different things to try to make my setup a little bit better with the bare minimum, you know what I mean? Because I don't really have that much, going on. I don't have that much in the background. So I just want to make sure everything is right before I push the video out to you guys. But you want to make sure your lighting is great. You can use natural lighting, you can use softbox lighting, you can use ring lights. You can also just go to the store and get a light bulb, and you can put that in your lamp in your room. Just I would say to use white lights over yellow lights. When filming a video, you want to give off natural lighting, even though it is artificial lighting. You want to give off the most natural look as possible. So that's why you want to get like LED lights, basically. I didn't mean to say white lights, I meant to say LED lights. You want to make sure you get LED lights. And if you are using natural lighting, you just want to make sure you film at a time of the day where the sun is at its best. The sun is, like, I would say not directly on you, but a point where it's really bright lights flowing inside your house. You want to make sure you film at times of the day like that. That way you get the best of the lighting. Try not to film when it gets closer to night because the sun is up and down, or like even on cloudy days, it might be bad because clouds are moving in front of the sun, stuff like that. So you just want to make sure you're filming at the perfect time of the day so that your lighting is amazing. And number 3, you want to make sure you're directing people to subscribe to your channel, turn on the notifications, like your video, comment on your video. You also want to direct them to other videos on your channel, like kind of have like a spin-off. An example of that would be, so this hair that I'm wearing is from divatress.com. I will clip the video above of me installing this hair. Now this hair was about $50 and it is a synthetic wig. As you can tell, the lace is like really melted. And then you just go on a detail about the hair. I'm not about to give a whole like detailed thing on the hair, but that's kind of how you can direct people to other videos. You can also leave the videos in your description box. which I do that all the time. You can do that pretty much with any video. Just always direct them to other videos that you have. You also want to make sure you are like encouraging them to like the video, comment on the video, leave some love. You also want to make sure you are responding to the people that are leaving love on your channel, because you don't want them to go unseen, because that's not going to make people want to come back and interact with you on your channel, because if you don't respond, you're not going to return, you know what I mean? So you just want to make sure if you are telling them a comment that you're going to be active in commenting back to your subscribers. So number 4 is always introduce yourself. Always introduce yourself. You never know when a new subscriber is coming to your channel and you have to introduce yourself. Just because you know everyone else know who you are, you could always have that new subscriber coming to your channel. So always introduce yourself. Or you never know when an old subscriber is coming back to your channel, maybe forgotten about your videos because you haven't posted in so long. I hope you don't do that. That is something that you don't want to do. But if it's like that for you, you just always want to introduce yourself. Tell people who you are, what your channel is about. If you have an upload schedule, tell them that. Just always introduce yourself. Tell them who you are. Tell them what your channel is about. Stuff like that. Stuff of that nature. That way people don't forget who you are. First impressions are everything, so you just want to make sure they have a good vibe when they come to your channel. The moment someone clicks on your video, they should know, I want to subscribe to her channel, or I'm going to continue watching this a little bit longer because I like her energy, I like the vibes. You want to make sure you give those vibes to your subscribers the moment they click on your video. First impressions are everything, so always introduce yourself. Show them your natural, authentic self. Show them who you are before you get into the video, and because pretty much your energy and your vibe is what attracts your subscribers, you know what I mean? So just always introduce yourself, you know, kind of like laugh and joke. You know, you don't always have to laugh. If you're like more of a serious person, you can do that too. But just always show who you are, introduce yourself, because you want your subscribers to, like, you know, kind of connect with you on a different level as if y'all communicate with each other in real life. Tip number 5 is going to be, make sure your thumbnails are eye-catching. You want to make sure you take a thumbnail before you turn the camera off. Like, if you're filming like a prank, make sure you get a thumbnail before you do it. Or if you're filming a beauty video, make sure you take some bomb pictures for the thumbnail. You can kind of do like a before picture with no makeup and then a picture with makeup after. So you want to make sure and that's just some examples. Or you could just pretty much, like right now, if I wanted to take a thumbnail for this video, I can just go like this, you know, put my hand up because I'm going to put like emoji or something on my hand. Or you can just go like this, you can point at the camera, you can hold your phone up, you can point at your phone, like depending on what the video is about. Of course, you can pretty much do whatever you want, but just always make sure you have a good thumbnail so that you don't have to go through the video and screenshot. I do that sometimes, y'all, because I'll forget. I'm telling you guys so that you don't forget. Always take a thumbnail, edit your thumbnails, and do all kind of crazy things to your thumbnails to make them eye-catching. That is going to be a part of tip number 5. Also, a part of tip number 5 is also make sure you load your description box. Load your description box with a positive, funny, inspirational message to your subscribers, thanking them for watching your video. You also want to leave videos, like I said, from other videos that your subscribers can watch. You also want to make sure you leave product details. Product details are key because you don't want to always have to answer in the comments. I learned that mistake. Always list product details. And also make sure you have some type of business email in your description box. That way companies or subscribers can contact you if it's business related. Just always make sure you have some sort of business email in your description box so you can be contacted. Also, as far as like the description box go, just make sure if you don't want to keep rewriting, you can always copy and paste your description box into your notes on your phone. And the only thing you would have to do is go and upload. So for me, I have 3 different types of description box. I have one for my beauty videos, one for my editing videos, and then one for my sit down talk videos. This is something I've been doing on my channel recently, is pinning a comment with my social medias and everything. Same thing that's in my description box. I just kind of put it in my pinned comment and I pin the comment there. And I make sure I comment that when the video is unlisted, and then that way when it goes public, everyone sees it. Whoever wants to go and comment, they'll see my social media and everything down there in the comment section. Another tip is to make sure you're looking directly in the camera. These are just coming off my head. I didn't write any of these down. I'm just going to kind of go off the head and just tell y'all some more tips that I've learned. You want to make sure you're looking directly at the camera when you're filming, or at least try to. I know I've been looking down. I do have my notes in front of me, but just make sure you're looking directly at the camera. Try not to look around a lot. I struggled with that a lot in the beginning, but now I am keen to looking at the camera. I make sure I look at the camera at all times, or I try to for the most part. You might see me look down here because I might be looking at my computer, or I'm looking at my notes, or I'm just checking to make sure I'm still in focus. But for the most part, I try to look directly into the camera, and I just want you guys to take that tip as well. Make sure you always look into the camera because it just gives more of a personal feel. It makes people want to watch your videos. If you're looking all around and not confident looking, people's not going to most likely want to watch the video. So just make sure you're looking directly into the camera. Another thing I would say is just make sure, like, do a test shoot or a test shot or whatever. Like, film the video for like 30 seconds. Just saying something random into the camera, just sitting there, like for example, the way that I'm talking right now, just do something random, and then like stop recording and check it out. Make sure it looks right. Make sure your hair looks right. Make sure your makeup looks right. I've made this mistake like hundreds of times where I get off camera and one of my eyebrows are like all the way up here, or it's down here. It's like my lash is like bent down. It probably is right now. But I always have like a mirror or something in front of me so I can always keep checking what I look like. You want to make sure your appearance look good. Alright y'all, but that is all I have for today's video. I hope these tips were helpful as far as filming your videos and things that you need to make sure you're doing while you're filming. If it was, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you leave some comments down below of any videos you want to see from me, or just showing some love. Just leave some comments. Also, make sure you are subscribed to my channel with the notifications turned on so you don't miss any uploads from me. So this again is part 2. Make sure you check out part 1 if you haven't. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of this year. I hope you have a positive 2021. And I will see y'all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.